What's more important than being the President of the United States? For all of us here, that's a no-brainer. But each day, I find myself asking that of the President-elect. Last night, we watched President Obama say farewell to the country he served. For the past 8 years, parts of our country disparaged him, and some of our colleagues fought him tooth and nail at the expense of their constituents. But each day, we were assured that our outgoing president put this country and our interests first. President-elect Trump seems to serve himself. Yesterday, several news sources reported possibility of continuing exchange of information between Russia and Trump campaign officials during the election. So in the face of yet another troubling revelation that further sullies the ground on which his loyalty to America stands, I have questions. Is our president-elect willing to sacrifice his personal gain for the good of this great nation? When will we find out if he has fulfilled his legal obligation to pay taxes like millions of Americans do? How can we be sure our interests will take precedent if we don't even know that they ever were? With the White House, will this White House serve as Trump Tower South? The actions and words of the President of the United States have a loud and reverberating effect around the world economy and the international political system. To date, President-elect Trump's promises to America have been hollow and his actions self-serving. President-elect Donald Trump does not merely offer an alternative direction for our nation. He, it seems, offers to use the presidency primarily for his personal benefit. When given opportunity to set these concerns aside, he scoffs at his critics and embraces our nation's enemies. Instead of making reasonable attempts to reassure the American public, whom he will soon swear to protect, he gaslights us with tweets, mockery, and lies. In the past, we've seen the term un-American used to indict members of the public executing their civil liberties. Anti-war advocates protesting for peace have been called un-American. Civil rights leaders standing against discrimination have been called un-American. Just ask Senator Jeff Sessions. Professional athletes taking a knee to acknowledge sordid realities within our justice system are deemed un-American, and comedians and pastors alike for using their microphones to criticize our nation. But quite frankly, dissent is American. Protest is American. Criticism is American. Healthy skepticism toward our national intelligence is American. Disparaging and discrediting it is not. Working with foreign powers to ensure peace is not only American, but also presidential. Inviting a foreign power to compromise the security of private citizens is not. Empowering Americans to become involved in the political process, to take action and even be critical of you is American. Attacking them when they call untruths and inciting your supporters to do the same does not. Of these reasons and a host of others, I simply ask a question. At what point do the actions of our next president, President-elect Donald Trump, meet that threshold of un-American? Thank you, Mr.